Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 7C. In the previous examples, wherein we studied on the same example 7A and B, we discussed, in which we studied the destiny of that native and destiny prospects and a type of profession. He started his career as a sales representative, and then he slowly moved into marketing. As far as that moon dasa was concerned, it was not having a stay, I mean, not a good progressive job. There is no loss of job, but changes of job are indicated because destiny was very good. And in the Mars Dasa, when it started, he was having a better job prospects. So all these things we discussed, and he got some promotion also we discussed. And at the end of that previous video, I was saying that in the Mars Dasa, it is very good period. He changed his type of profession from the sales marketing to the administrative level, wherein that is also connected to marketing only, but as a marketing head in the hospitals. From the pharmaceutical company, he was working as a sales representative or marketing in the pharmaceutical company in the previous Dasa period. But during this period, he changed his type of profession from marketing, sales marketing, into from the pharmaceuticals. He moved to the hospitals, chain of hospitals, wherein he joined the job as a marketing head. It is not connecting to the field work; it is only as an administrative skill. So it is a very good job prospects. He got it. So in under the Mars Mahadasa, which Buddhi is capable for the native to get such a position or get change of type of profession, that we are going to discuss in this. In addition to that, in the Mars Dasa it was good. Then after that Rahu Dasa started. When as soon as Rahu Dasa started, because Rahu is not a favorable planet, it is also having favorable, but it is having some unfavorable significations or challenging signification, especially for the job prospects. He got some dispute with the head of, I mean, the head officials, and he resigned the job. Then after that, he joined the job again, and another job, and that also resigned. So many things happened. Those things we are going to discuss in this video. Example number 7C, change in type of profession. Pharma to hospitals as marketing head and change of jobs. We are going to study in this video. This is the birth chart of that example number 7. We are going to study now on the change of type of profession in this video now. So I have changed the event from sales and marketing to all jobs in general, and we are going to study now on this. And to save the time, I am not giving the key planet shades color for each planet. Since we had detailed discussion on these planets and in the previous two videos, so without the help of the key planet shades, that is planets shades based on the self significations, we can easily study. So let this be an example also how to study all these things without the colors, I mean to say. Now actually let me open that significators, and let me keep open that birth chart also. Sorry. Self significators, I'm keeping it open here, and North Indian chart and our natal chart, South Indian chart. Okay. Now we are going to discuss on the Mars Mahadasa. So we know very well that all the planets are connected to each other, especially Venus and Rahu are well connected. Rahu is influencing all the planets that we already discussed. Jupiter, Rahu are well connected to each other. All the planets are under the influence of Rahu, we discussed. And you can see this self-significator table. Jupiter is very good significator, and Mars is having some, it is supportive for type of profession into marketing with some it is supportive for job prospects, only for the marketing, because this grouping is good. And let us check the other planets. Mars is good, and Rahu also supportive. Ninth occupant and 10th star lord. It is not. It is supportive, but not like Jupiter. But Rahu is also supportive. According to which level it is acting, we have to study now. Now we were studying on the Mars Mahadasa. So Mars is. Let me explain on the Mars. We already discussed Mars is green planet, Mars is good, Jupiter is good. 12 level Rahu is also good, though it is occupied 9th house, because Jupiter is forming ruler link to the Rahu, because Rahu and Jupiter are in direct conjunction, and Jupiter is aspecting to Mercury, and Mercury represents Rahu, that we all connected. And again, that same way, Rahu. So that way the Mars star level, sub level are favorable for the notable job prospects, and role of that Venus is not directly playing. That because of that, Mars is going to be very good period. In that we studied that that native got the promotion also in 1 or 2 periods. I was telling, in that we studied up to the Venus Bhukti. We studied up to Venus Bhukti, and Venus Bhukti, Jupiter Antra, he got the promotion, I was telling. After that, Sun Bhukti is coming. So we have to check, what Sun is going to give. So what is the significations for change of type of the profession? Definitely 9th house, 5th house, if it is all connected with the 10th house, it will support for the profession, change of profession also. And of course, along with the 11th house are all connected, it can support for the change of profession. In the already we discussed on the 10th sublord planet Jupiter, that is the destiny planet. Destiny we discuss, you can see destiny planet itself in the star of Rahu 9, 10 and 3, 5, 9, 11. It is all indicating that it is supportive for type of profession of marketing, and also supportive for change of profession connected to the 9th house, because 9, 5, 9, 11 are all supportive for change of profession. 10th cusp is in the star of this planet, supported by the sublord. Moreover, this is also supportive for 9, 3, 5, 9, 11, strongly supportive for the type of profession connected to the astrology also. That also you have to keep it in mind. So that destiny already supported. In the Dasa Lord, which are the favorable key planets supportive for the destiny, whether that Rahu, Mercury are playing? Yes, Rahu, Mercury are playing strongly. So definitely that in the Dasa Lord Mars, the planet which are having these Rahu, Mercury playing role will be supportive along with that role of the other planets. We have to check it. So if you look at the sun period, the sun itself, you can see the sun signification. Sun itself is 8th lord, 9th occupant on 5-9. This itself is supportive for some changes. This, though it is 8th lord, but 9-1-5-9, it is supportive for some change. Right? So where is sun? Sun is conjoined with the Mercury. Sun is conjoined with Mercury. Mercury is our favorable key planet for some changes, right? So that is also connected to Rahu, because Mercury represented by Rahu. So that favorable key planet for change of job of the Dasa Lord is present here. Moreover, Sun is aspected by Mars by 4th aspect. So Mars is the Dasa Lord. Mars is acting as the star Lord. That Mars is influencing the Sun also. It means changes moving towards change, moving supports favorable signification for the job. And 2A level planet is Jupiter, sublord is Mercury. These significations are favorable for change of profession, right? So you can see that there is a built connection between the Mars and Sun, wherein Mars is playing role, Jupiter, Rahu is playing role, and Mercury playing role. They are all connected to each other by way of built connection, and also Sun itself is having some self-signification of change-causing planets, and importantly, it is connected to the Mercury and also aspected by the Dasa Lord and Star Lord also Dasa Lord. So Sun planet is capable to support for a notable change. Why notable? Who is giving it? Sun, Mars, and Jupiter. Look at the planet which are all ruling. That too, it is a way of administration because Sun planet is Karaka planet for the administration. So that too, it is connected to the hospital. So that way, that is all favorable. Now, there's one more doubt will come. We have to look into that. You can see Mercury. We studied Mars, Mercury. After that, only Sun is coming. In Mars Dasa, Mercury Buddhi, it did not happen. It did not support for the change of profession. Though you can see Mercury also in the star of Mars, sub of Mercury. The star level, 2A level, sub-level planets, Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Mercury. Both the planets in the star and sub of same planet because Sun and Mercury are closely conjoined. But Sun only has given the change of job, change of profession, and also change of job. Because change of job only because he changed his profession to another profession, by type of profession, by changing a new job. In Sun one it is supported. Why? For two reasons. Here it is talking about sixth house. It is supportive for changes. The star this is also supportive to some extent, definitely. But this planet is talking about change only. In addition to that, when two planets are the same way, closely conjoined, star lord, sublord are the same. Let us look at the sub-sublord also. Look at the sub-sublord. Just because Sun and Mercury are closely conjoined, Sun in the sub of Ketu, sorry, Sun in the sub of Rahu, and Mercury is in the sub of Moon. So Sun in the sub of, let me note it down, Sun in the sub of Rahu representing Mercury, and Mercury is in the sub of Moon. Look at the moon. Moon signification is not very strong. But Rahu Mercury signification is supportive. That is the one which is the strong favorable key planet for change also. So because of that, in the Mars Dasa, Sun Bukti, sub-sublord is Rahu is fine. And also Sun also having given green signal for the change. Right? So that way, this planet Mars Dasa, Sun Bukti is supportive for change of type of profession. The two, that Dasa Lord is very good and Bukti Lord also star level, sub level, all are very good. In which antra it can happen? That planet, obviously, after that, that planet which is going to give very notable position in the as the Antra Lord, because in the Sun, which is the favorable K planet, can give the notable position Jupiter, right? Jupiter and Mercury can be supportive, and importantly Rahu. These two planets and Mars. These are the planets are favorable in giving the, notable position. So you look at the Jupiter period, Jupiter Antra, because Mars Dasa, Sun Bukti, in the Jupiter Antra, Jupiter is 1, 6, 4, 10, Rahu. That already we studied about Jupiter. Jupiter Antra is given promotion for 2 periods, during 2 Bugdis. The same Jupiter is capable to give the promotion, promotion, and not like exactly promotion, good position with a new change of job in under the Sun Jupiter. Since Jupiter's rulers are well connected to the Bugdi Lord, so that Antra is capable to give the promotion under that Jupiter Bugdi also. Sorry, under the Sun Bugdi also. So that native got the promotion, change of job, type of profession change in Mars Dasa, Sun Bugdi and Jupiter Antra. That period is happened on August 2017. You can look at the rulers of the planet, Mars, Sun, and Jupiter. These three planets are important planets for a notable position, right? The two, Sun is present, Sun is connected, so he joined the job in the hospitals because Sun and Jupiter are important planets for a notable job, and also Sun planet is supported for the medical related things also. So because of the Karagatva also supported for change of type of profession in the hospitals as the marketing head. So in Mars Dasa, Sun Bugdi, Jupiter Antra favored for the change in the type of profession in the hospital as marketing head. So Mars was good, and the in that Sun Bukti has given the good favor, and Moon period in under the Mars Dasa, Moon Bukti, it is indicating some weakness since Mars is not having that role of impact of the Venus. This Moon will not have any impact on the change of job or something like this, but it will have some impact on the hurdles. But as we already discussed, that the Lord's favorable key planet Jupiter is influencing all the levels. Moon is aspected by Jupiter. Venus is indirectly connected to Jupiter because Venus is aspecting to Ketu. Ketu represents Jupiter, and Venus is conjoined with Rahu. Sun is aspected by Jupiter. So the Jupiter is a favorable key planet of the destiny and also Dasa Lord, and Mars also aspecting to this planet. So that way, Moon will give some sort of challenges to the Lagna during that period, Mars, Moon, but not bad. It will not cause any change of job. So Mars was over. After that, Rahu Dasa starts. So Mars Dasa is very good. And how is going to be the Mars Rahu Dasa? Rahu Dasa, Rahu is good on its own. Star level Moon is 12 and 1. You can see 9 and 12. And 2A level, sub-level Venus favorable with mixed signification. If you look at only the self-signification, it has got some weakness also, right? But that Rahu, when it is acting as the Bugdi Lord for some planets where it is getting the support of the key planets by way of supports. Rahu is getting the support of all the planets. Jupiter is connected, Mercury is connected, and Jupiter as a Rahu represents Mercury. It's conjoined with the Sun and aspected by Mars, favorable key planets, and Moon is also connected to Jupiter. So all planets, Venus also the same way. Venus is well connected to Rahu also, well connected to Mercury also, sign exchange with Mercury, and well connected to Jupiter also. That way, through the supports only, Rahu is becoming favorable. When it is acting as the sub-period for Mars, you remember in the Mars period and the other period when Rahu was running, that Rahu supported for some changes or supported for some promotions also, because Rahu under that one favorable dasa, its activity is different, because the favorable key planet of the Mars is influencing the Rahu, and the Rahu Bugdi Jupiter Antra has given the promotion during that period, so which we discussed in the previous video. But when Rahu itself is acting as the Dasa Lord, so it is not under the influence of any planet. Rahu is the captain of the ship. So Rahu's influence will be significant. What Rahu is indicating? Rahu is occupying 9th house and 10, 3, 5, 9, 11, 12, all favorable houses also present. 9, 5, and 3, 5, 9, 11 houses are strongly present along with the 10th house, and Lagna also connected, and 12th house also connected. So you can see the favorable houses along with that 8 and 12 houses. You can see this, right? 5, 9, 8, and 12. So what you can see from here, 7 also. Rahu definitely it will support for change of profession during Rahu period. Like Sun has given, Rahu itself will support for change of profession, and also there will be hurdles and struggles, and it will not favor for the job prospect. Stable job that Rahu will not favor, because true only supports, it is got the favorable significations, but not on its own, right? So because the destiny is good, that destiny key planets are influencing this dasa, so that will try to support, but on its own it is not strongly favorable for stable job, and it can also support for change of profession. That also you can see Rahu, Mercury connected. Look at the grouping, and Moon connected to Ketu, because Moon is in the sign of Jupiter representing Ketu, and that Venus also, I mean Mercury sign exchange, Rahu conjoined. So you can see role of 9th house, 5th house, 7th house, 11th house, along with the 10th house, 8 and 12 houses are present. Definitely it will support for the profession on its own, not for a job. It is supportive for the job profession in the astrology also, because ninth sublord planet Mercury itself in the star of a planet, you can see this is supportive for the in the destiny. Ninth sublord itself is supportive for this one. 10 sublord also supported for 9, 5, 11 and all. It is supportive for the type of profession in astrology also. Okay, now Rahu started in March. He has got very good job and a very good, I mean, change of profession into hospital, marketing head and all. As soon as Rahu Dasa started, Rahu Dasa, Rahu Buddhi, Rahu Antra, in the Venus Sukshma, Rahu, Venus. So what happened? He had a fight, a dispute, a misunderstanding with his higher officials, and he resigned the job. So in Rahu in Venus. During that period, in October 2018, he resigned the job. Once he resigned the job, then he has to apply for the new job. But since that Dasa blood planet is having some mixed signification, then it is not strongly supportive for a notable job unless and otherwise the period is very good. First point. Second point, I have already said in the rules video, according to the mindset of the native or his previous job cadre, the lagna also will look for a job either equal to the present job or better than the present job, right? So in Rahu, it is having all some mixed signification. In the Moon Dasa, Sun Buddhi, he got a very good job, very good position, and as a marketing head. Now in Rahu Dasa, he will, after he lost the job, resigned the job, he will look for a very good job, either equal to that or above that, not below that. So in that you can see Rahu Dasa, Rahu Buddhi, Rahu Antara, he lost the job, right? After this Rahu Dasa, Rahu Buddhi, Rahu Antara, you can see Venus, Jupiter Antara would have come. Since Rahu is strongly playing role, its impact is going to be high. When Jupiter is going to run as the Antara, Rahu, Jupiter in the star of Rahu only. Jupiter is fine, but Rahu only, it is under the influence of Venus. Again, sublord is Mercury. It is also having some supportive signification under the influence of Venus, because Venus is sign exchange with the Mercury. Rahu is conjoined with the Mercury. Rahu is the weak key planet in the Dasa Lord. So during the Jupiter Dasa, though Jupiter has given the promotions in as Antara for some other Buddhis, as a Buddhi Lord, Jupiter is not strong enough to get a job, notable job. That you have to keep it in mind. Because, during Jupiter period, he would have got a job, but not to his expected level, because Rahu is the weak key planet, and also that influenced by Venus. That itself is playing role. He did not get a job to his expected level. He did not join the job. But what he has started doing, you can see this grouping is very good for his astrology related thing. Jupiter is also important planet for that. Jupiter also in the sign of Mercury. You can see Jupiter, Rahu, all these things favorable. He started learning astrology. He started learning astrology of different branches of astrology during the Ragu Dasa, Ragu Bugdi, and Jupiter Antra. He started learning. And Saturn also, you can see Saturn, the star level planet, is not so good. Sublord also not favoring for getting a new job. Those star level having this supportive signification to his expected level, it will not give, it will give obstacles. So during Jupiter also did not join the job, did not get the job to his desired level, and Saturn also did not get, and Mercury also the same way. But you can see Mercury is supportive to the star level planet, and the sub-level planet again Mercury is coming. So you can see these houses 4, 11, 7, 2, 6. During this period, he started practicing astrology also as a part-time, though he was looking for a good notable job. So, but he did not get a notable job during that Mercury Antra also, but he was doing practice as a part-time. So Ragu Dasa, Ragu Bugdi, Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, these periods he, about the 2 years approximately, he enriched himself with a lot of knowledge by learning astrology, because this 4th house, 9th house, 5th house, 11th house are all supportive for him to enhance his knowledge in the astrology. Then in the Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bugdi, Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bugdi, Ketu Antra. Look at Ketu. Ketu having 6. This is supportive in the source. Star level planet is Mercury. Mercury is also supportive to some extent. That Rahu is coming here. Rahu is, you can see the Rahu is having that 10th house, and Mars is having, and the sublord is Venus. It is mixed one. But look at the houses 3, 6, 10, and 6 and 11 and 10 and 12 level this one. And again sublord is Venus, and having got the 10th house. Though I already said Venus, though it is having some weak significations, at the sublevel it is fine, but it is under the influence of the all other favorable Jupiter and Rahu. Because of that, it can favor. Now, Ketu, third occupant, sixth sublord, in the star of your planet Mercury, 6, 9, 3, 5, 11, these houses and 10th significator, and Mercury is connected to Jupiter, Venus is connected to Jupiter, Ketu itself is Jupiter, forming ruler link, right? That way, it is supportive with the signification of 3, 6, 3, 11, 10. So during that Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bugdi in Ketu Antra, you can see here in Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bugdi, which is the favorable key planet, obviously we can say strongly no planet is straight away present. Mercury is comparatively better. And you can see Venus. Venus is repeated 2 times. It is having some weak significations, but Venus is getting the influence of the Rahu also, getting the influence of the Jupiter also. Being the 10th Lord and 5th Lord, it is supporting, getting the influence of these planets. So Venus is becoming, acting as the mixed significator and also mixed key planet, both favorable and unfavorable key planet for the job prospects. That Venus is playing role here, and also Mercury also playing role here, and that Jupiter itself is passing ruler link. So during that Ragu Dasa, Ragu Bugdi, Ketu Antra, he got the job. He joined the new job because having waited for all the time, and he learned astrology, the many branches of astrology, and Ketu period he joined a new job. But still, you can see this is supportive for his practice of astrology also. Meanwhile, he was practicing astrology also, but he joined the job as a sales manager, general sales manager, because you can see third house and 6, 6, 3, 11, definitely is sales manager is joined the job. But that is not going to be stable because the joining period is also not very good, right? So during that Rahu, because Rahu itself having this unfavorable planet, He resigned the job in which period? Ragu Dasa, Ragu Buddhi, Moon Antra, obviously, because Moon is in the star and sub of Venus, which is the unfavorable K planet, making that changes. Lagna itself will resign the job. So he joined the job in Ketu, but he resigned the job in Moon period. In November 2020, he resigned the job. So that way, it is not giving a stable job. Ragu Dasa, Ragu Bhukti will not give the stable job. He resigned the job also. So after that, Moon resigned. Then he is looking for a new job. Obviously, he got the new job in Mars. So Ragu Dasa, Ragu Bhukti, Moon Antra, he resigned the job. And Ragu Dasa, Ragu Bhukti in Mars Antra, he got the new job. That is Mars Antra, he got the new job. In November, he resigned the job. And December, he got the new job. December 2020, November 2020. How Mars is favorable? Mars is good, star level Jupiter is good, and 2 level all is having some mixed significant but supportive, but forming ruler link supported by Ketu, Mercury, that so that Mars is supportive for a change of jobs. I mean, new job, not change of job, new job. He lost the job here, and Mars is going to be favorable under the Ragu Dasa. He joined the job in the Mars Buddhi. Ragu Dasa, not Mars Buddhi. Ragu Dasa, Ragu Buddhi, and Mars Antra, he joined the job. So that Mars was good, that we know that in already Mars is a very good planet. So he got the new job in Ragu Dasa, Ragu Buddhi, Mars Antra. So Mars is very good. He got the job during that period. So in that, Ragu Dasa, Ragu Buddhi is over with the Mars Antra. After that, Ragu Dasa, Jupiter Buddhi started. So how is the Jupiter Buddhi? Ragu Dasa, Jupiter Buddhi. Jupiter, if you know that, Jupiter in the star of Ragu itself, Ragu is talking about some changes. You can see that already we discussed. Jupiter, the planet is good for the getting the, it can offer promotion during that favorable dasas, already we discussed. In the favorable dasa and supportive Buddhi and favorable Antra, Jupiter has given the promotion that already we discussed. But Jupiter, when it is acting as the Buddhi Lord, it is supportive for the profession, but profession is going to experience some changes, supported for the some change of profession also present, right? Here, Rahu itself, the Dasalad itself is not having some strong signification. It is supportive for some changes. So definitely during Ragu Dasa, Jupiter Buddhi, there will be some change because the Dasalad itself is acting as the Buddhi Lord here. That change causing key planet itself is playing role as the star lord for the Rahu, so star lord for the Jupiter, that is 10th sublord. Now, during that period, he was having the interest of doing his own, profession like in the astrology, but he was working in that, he was continuing the job because it is giving some notable job position also. So in Ragu Dasa, Jupiter Buddhi was running. During Ragu Dasa, Jupiter Buddhi, Jupiter is fine, Saturn is fine, and look at the Mercury. When the Mercury, the sublord of the Jupiter is Mercury, the Mercury is talking about the changes. In the star of your planet Mars, is change is supportive for a job, and sublord is again Mercury. So you can see Mercury, Mars, again star lord of the star lord of Jupiter, and Mercury is coming. During this period, you can see Rahu under the influence of the Jupiter, under the influence of this Venus. In that Rahu in the star of Moon, 12 and Lagna. So it is talking about Lagna, 8 and 12 houses also indicated by the what do you call this Rahu Dasa. in that Lagna is playing role. Lagna, one on the unfavorable side for the health point of view, if you look at these 1, 3, 12, 12 and 6, 4, 8, 12, and influencing the star level Ragu, sub level is Mercury. Mercury is the Badhaga Lord for this Sagittarius Lagna. So during that Ragu Dasa, Jupiter Bugdi and Mercury Antra, that planet also fourth lord, no? Fourth sublord, 4, 8, 12. And Mercury planet is Badhaga lord. That Mercury is under the influence of Jupiter because Jupiter is aspecting to Mercury also. And that Jupiter also playing as one of the ruler. So during this period, he met with an accident. Rahu, Jupiter, Mercury, that Lagna met with an accident. Lagna Lord, Bugdi Lord, and Badhaga Lord and sixth Lord is Mercury, Antara Lord. During that period, the native met with an accident. So as soon as he got the accident, then he had to take rest for a few months. So he utilized those period for his, further study on the astrology, and he started doing the profession. After his, accident, he started thinking about the profession only on astrology, because already it is talking about astrology, change of profession indicated by the Rahu. So he met with an accident. After that few months, then when the Venus was running as the Antra, in 2022, when Venus is acting as the Antaras in the probably in the end of the 2022, middle of the 2022. In February 2022, he met with an accident. After 3 months, then during that accident period, after the accident, he is not able to move because his leg has got fractured. So then he was able to work on the astrology consultation and all. He was doing it. And in Venus period, fifth lord, ninth lord, you can see this grouping, star level sun. This planet it put him to the complete change in the profession, completely into astrology. So during Rahu Dasa, Jupiter Bhukti, he changed his type of profession from the marketing or in the what do you call, in he was working as a general sales manager in the hospitals and some other companies, but he changed his profession in the Ragu Dasa, Jupiter Bhukti, especially in Mercury. From the Mercury Antra itself, he started doing the practice. And in the Mercury, he had the accident. So it further motivated him to go for only for a change of profession into astrology. So now he is running Saturn. So now that the native is completely into astrology. He is not doing any sort of job. He is not looking for any job also. As already discussed, look at the Rahu is not having any favorable significations for any job prospects like Mars. Even moon also having got that signification. So because of that moon, Lagna and influenced by Jupiter. So during that moon period, he was not having a very progressive job, but he could be there in the job with sales, as a sales representative, and also not a notable job, but supported because the destiny is favorable. But in the Rahu period, he will not get the job to his expected level, what he was doing in Mars, right? So, but Rahu is supported for the job or for the for the service, especially into the astrology. 9, 12, 3, 5, 5, 7, 11, all these houses, 8 and 12 also important houses, 5, 10, 9, 7, 8 and 12. These are all supportive for the service connected to astrology into secret knowledge. So that way Rahu is supported. So during that Rahu period, Jupiter in the star of Rahu, it is supported for that. And in Rahu Dasa, Jupiter Buddhi, he changed his profession into astrology. I think you are able to understand in this chart how far the native started his career as the sales representative, and to the marketing, and in the good dasa, Mars put him to a very good job position, especially into the hospitals and the marketing head and all this thing. When Jupiter Rahu changed, Rahu came. Rahu is it is supportive for change of profession. It is the Rahu is saying that it is not your cup of tea. You have to change your profession into some other thing. If you look at the grouping of the houses, it is talking about the profession connected to the Mercury 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and also Rahu also 9th house, Mercury well connected, Jupiter is connected, star level, sub level, and Venus is 5 and 10 significator, and also 9th house, and also 8 and 12. It is saying that astrology is a type of profession without investments. You have to do it. You have to give the service to the people, and you have to give the secret knowledge. For that, Ragu Dasa, it is supported for that. For that, in Bugdi of Jupiter itself, it made the Lagna to get entered into that. And Mercury, that Badaga Lord, made the way by way of accident. So that native wouldn't, met with an accident. So he was started thinking further. Okay, till that time he was also doing that astrology profession as a consultation, as a part time. But after the accident, he completely entered into the astrology profession. So he is the person, and he entered in his career 2003 to 2023. In 20 years, he has experienced different types of professions, and different, not different types of profession. That first profession, second profession is connected to medicines and all, but the third one, which is the one completely different into astrology, being it is the job of his profession of his parents, his father and forefather are into astrology. You can see the Ragu 5, 9 combination, they're all supportive for that. So made him to entered into the business, especially in the Rahu Mahadasa. So that definitely Ragu Dasa will not be supportive for his job prospects. It is better to go for such consultation only. He's doing that. I think you're able to understand. We'll meet in the next video. Good luck.